Hey everybody, it's time for another Personal Finance Friday, and today we're talking about the pros and cons of target date funds right after this. And we're back, and it's the pros and cons of target date funds on Personal Finance Friday. Now this is a pretty quick discussion. We've talked about most of the aspects of target date funds already in other videos. So it's a simple pro and con breakdown, and there's not a whole lot to cover in these. On the pro side, first up is ease. Target date funds are easy. It's like the old late night infomercials from Ronco. It's set it and forget it. You pick the target date fund that it is closest to either your age 65 or the age that you wish to retire, put your money in that, and you go. You're done. It'll take care of itself over time. The asset allocation will change automatically on its own as you get older. So your mix of stocks and bonds will change. That's part of that glide path that we covered in a different video. And you don't have to do anything. Just sit there and pump your money into it, go to work and do your thing. The next pro is diversification. You achieve a diversified portfolio by using a target date fund because the target date fund is made up of other mutual funds for different asset classes. And we've talked about this before in a prior video. So you get ease and you get diversification as pros for target date investing. Now from a con perspective, there are a few cons with target date funds. The first is they are very tax inefficient. Now by that I mean, as that glide path changes, as the manager of the target date fund changes the asset allocation over time, sometimes every 90 days, if the target date fund is held in a taxable investment account, it will create taxable events for you that you'll have to pay taxes on gains or losses in that year. So don't hold a target date fund outside of a qualified retirement plan. That's an IRA, Roth or traditional, 401k or 403b, that sort of thing. Something that either eliminates the taxes or defers the taxes so that you don't have to deal with it on an annual basis and all those taxable events that it would create. So tax inefficiency is a con. Next con is cost. Target date funds are not the cheapest way to handle your retirement investing. It's easy, but you pay for that ease in a higher expense ratio. Now in years past, target date funds were much more expensive, but in the last few years, those expense ratios have been coming down. The expense ratios now can hit 0.66% or 66 basis points, but that's still higher than you would pay if you handled the investments yourself. But you would have to handle them yourself. So if that's not worth it to you, if you'd rather just have the ease of being able to ignore it, then the target date fund may still be for you. The last con is related to the diversification thing, in that because the target date fund is all handled by one company, Vanguard, Fidelity, or whoever it is you happen to be using, and all the underlying mutual funds are also from the same company, even though they're different asset classes, they're all Vanguard or Fidelity or whoever's mutual funds. You may end up not being as well exposed to the market as you might like, or as you might be able to achieve had you done the investing yourself and picked your mutual funds yourself. So those are the basic pros and cons of target date funds. We hope this was useful for you and hope the series has been useful for you. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you in 2019 with a whole new set of Personal Finance Friday. Take care.